Snow's pushing out of the Bluegrass State. Now comes a taste of the Arctic. We'll talk about a temperature tumble just ahead.
We will show you the impact the snow had around the area as it blew through earlier today.
20 years after a brutal crime in Texas, a little girl's death is helping save other children. I'm Omar Villafranca in Arlington, Texas. That story coming up.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. This morning's snow has moved out of the area. In fact, the sun is out, but it's going to leave some frigid weather behind as well.
That sun is nice out there. WKYT Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey's here now with an early check of the forecast. The sun may be out, but it's not doing much.
No,
right?
it really isn't, guys. And if anything, the coldest air is just now getting in to parts of central and northern Kentucky, and those numbers are going to continue to drop as we go through the evening into the overnight. Look at the temperatures. Look at our sky cams. Notice how we have snow here across the Mountain Parkway corridor into parts of northern Kentucky as well. 20 degrees in Florence, y'all, with a temperature at 27, and in Frankfort 30, Lexington, and that number is going to continue to drop as we go through the evening. Winds are gusting and coming in from the north. The number you should be looking for is the wind chill. That's what your body's going to be telling you the actual temperature is. Feels like it is 19 right now, Lexington. Look at Covington, 2 degrees for that wind chill. Those numbers will have some negative signs in front of them as we go through a little later this evening and certainly into the overnight and tomorrow morning. Here's the Arctic front that is now off to our south and southeast, taking those snow squalls, those snow showers on into parts of West Virginia, down into the Dollywood area of East Tennessee. Arctic cold coming in behind it. That's what we're going to be dealing with. The skies stay mainly clear heading into the overnight. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll talk about a little bit of a spike up, guys, for the end of the week. And then, oh, it's another Arctic blast that takes center stage in the 7-day forecast. A busy forecast yet again in less than 10 minutes.
All right, we'll see you then, Chris. Thank you. While we didn't see a lot of snow, it was enough to cause some concern about road conditions.
In Frankfort, for example, much of the surrounding counties, road crews were ready to go ahead of that storm today. WKYT's Victor Puente shows us how the preparations helped. It's our top story at 4:30.
The snow came down heavy here in Frankfort for more than an hour, but as soon as it stopped, the roads cleared up. The assistant superintendent of the road department tells me they were already helped out by salt they'd put on the road over the weekend because of some black ice they had on Sunday. He says the 18 trucks the county road department operates set out about 9 this morning, hitting the county roads and working with the city and state crews. Around 10 o'clock, that snow was falling so hard that visibility was low along the interstate, but the temperatures were high enough that the salt they put down did a good job of melting whatever did stick to the roads. By 12:30, most of that snow was gone, and what little remained was melting away.
Dispatch works with us also, so we just keep an eye on everything and, you know, send the guys out as we need to.
Sheriff Pat Melton tells me the only traffic issue they had during that snow was a driver that slid off the interstate. That has since been cleared. In Frankfort, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Hawkinsmith says this is the first snow his road crews have encountered so far this winter. Viewers have been helping us keep an eye on the conditions out there around the area. A viewer uploaded this picture from Mount Sterling to our Facebook page. You can see all the snow blowing around earlier today. Another viewer also uploaded this picture to our Facebook page. It's from Rousseau community of Breathitt County. And remember, you can stay up to date on the weather online at WKYT.com and the WKYT News app.
The Hope Center here in Lexington needs some help to weather this cold snap. Leaders with the Hope Center say shelter use goes up 25% in colder weather. The Hope Center normally houses about 200 men. That goes up to 250 on really cold nights. There are also overflow shelters if they run out of room.
So no one has ever turned away, and we just really encourage everyone to look out for someone who might need shelter, who might need a ride to shelter, and encourage them to come in and get warm.
With the extra crowd at the Hope Center, toiletries are in high demand. The Hope Center plans to send out its cold patrol tonight to look for people who are in need of shelter.
You can reach some new cities from Bluegrass Airport. Allegiant has added nonstop flights to Savannah, Georgia and Washington, D.C. Those flights begin in June with fares as low as $39 one way. You can only book through Allegiant.com. An Eastern Kentucky law office had an unusual intruder over the weekend. Greg Allen, who is the Magoffin County attorney, says a deer broke through the front window of his private office on Saturday. He says he knew immediately it was a deer because of the fur that the animal left behind. Allen tells us it will cost about $1,000 to get that window replaced.
The search continues for the person who broke into a Lexington store overnight. It happened about 3:30 this morning at the Rite Aid on Pimlico Parkway. Police say someone pried open the front door and caused some damage inside. Right now, the only thing that appears to have been stolen was the surveillance system.
Kentuckians can now receive discounted tuition at a Tennessee university. Austin Peay University in Clarksville, Tennessee, is offering the deal to any person within a 250-mile radius of that school. The deal will save you about $195 a credit hour. Undergraduate, graduate, and transfer students are all eligible. It has been 20 years since the girl whose disappearance led to the Amber Alert system was kidnapped and murdered.
Amber Hagerman's killer has never been found. As Omar Villafranca shows us, her family and police hope refocused attention on the case may help change that.
That was excellent.
20 years ago, this 9-year-old girl, Amber Hagerman, was kidnapped by a stranger while riding her bike. Her mother pleaded for her safe return.
If you have my little girl, please bring her home.
Flyers on pizza boxes and cars alerted the community. Despite an intensive search, 4 days later, Amber was found dead.
The victim was indeed Amber.
The kidnapping and murder led to the development of the Amber Alert, a nationwide broadcast system that's activated when a child is abducted. The system has saved more than 700 children, but 2 decades later, Amber's murder remains unsolved. Police officers and Amber's family held a news conference Tuesday to ask once again for help finding her killer.
If you have any information, please come forward.
Please don't forget Amber.
Amber was last seen in this parking lot riding her bicycle. After 20 years, detectives have received over 8,000 tips, but the only suspect description police have is a man driving a black pickup truck.
Amber desperately needs justice. And as her mother, I'm not going to give up. I still have hope that he will be caught one day.
On Tuesday, a local company offered a new $10,000 reward to help bring Amber's killer to justice. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Arlington, Texas.
After Amber's death, a reward reached $75,000, but it never led to any clues that would solve this case.
Americans are not the only ones hoping to win the giant Powerball jackpot. We'll show you how Canadians are trying to get in on that prize next.
With savings up to half off, as much as $1,000 in cash rewards, and doorbusters all through the store, how can our deal of the decade get any better? By giving you 0 interest for 48 months with no money down. Hurry! Nobody beats peanuts.
Our cancer patients are really special people. They're determined, they're tough, and they're such wonderful people to care for. It's really great to offer patients the standard of care, but then we have trials so that we can also give them the cutting edge, where we explain to the patient this is the standard, but this might be even better. Because of the excellent work we do, we've received an outstanding award from the Commission on Cancer. I'm Dr. Hain, and we treat every one of our patients like family at Baptist Health.
If you've been in an accident with a semi-truck, let our crash team get started today. Don't delay. Evidence disappears. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Man, these wings look good.
Yeah, this spicy honey barbecue sauce is so good, it'll change your life.
Sir, it looks like we're leading in the polls.
You're running for president?
Don't answer that.
Life-changing? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. The boneless wings meal with spicy honey barbecue sauce, served with crinkle fries and a small drink. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
Look into the sky with all the beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout. Take a look and say, oh, 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 oh.
Marshall Lifestyle Medicine is in the business of making you look and feel your best, inside and out. We can customize a plan for you that includes anything from Botox and facials to hormone replacement, weight loss, wellness, liposuction, facial plastic surgery, and much more. Our doctors have a combined 60 years of expertise, and we can be your primary urgent care physicians. Call our concierge service today and get started on a lifestyle plan. 287-2515 or MarshallLifestyleMedicine.com.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on Rewind 105.5.
Invest in your rest and save up to half off. Buy any ultra premium mattress set and choose from a huge selection of free items like this 1080p LED TV. Free! Plus get up to 72 months, 0 interest. That's 6 years. Now that's the deal of the decade. Nobody beats rest.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Yep, wintry day in the books across the area. It started out with that wall of snow working across the region. Then we had that massive, almost squall line of snow right ahead of the Arctic front. Now the temperatures are dropping like the proverbial rock, and that's going to carry us right on into the evening. A little look at our Defender radar network. Earlier today, obviously, we were busy tracking those snow showers and squalls throughout the area, zipping through southeastern Kentucky, still a little bit clinging to the mountains here. Now look at the winds coming in from the northwest, and the big temperature drop is right on top of I-64, and it's dropping toward the south. 30 Lexington, 20 into Covington. Most areas on this, when you check back with us by 11 tonight, we'll be down into the teens. Those teens are just to the north of the Ohio River now. From Covington to Dayton, it's 20 and 13 degrees. 14 Indianapolis, single digits to the northwest of that. That's where the air is coming from. They still have snow on the ground to kind of help keep that air refrigerated a little bit. 21, 7 o'clock, then it's game on for the teens to show up as we go into the middle and latter part of the evening as the flakes come to an end, so that is certainly some good news. Snow chances, Arctic cold temperatures continue to show up ahead of us as we go through the next couple of days here across the entire area, and especially that is the case by the time we roll into the day on your Sunday and Monday with the next round of Arctic cold that will be on top of the region. The round that is on us now is nothing to sneeze at. Temperatures tomorrow morning will be dropping into the single digits at times, and that hour-by-hour forecast likely not picking up on the depth of the cold. Models struggle with that cold air that we had a couple of mornings ago when we hit the single digits in many areas. They're likely doing that yet again. Tomorrow afternoon, though, some sun around before high clouds stream back into town tomorrow evening. Hey, northeastern Kentucky, you're fair game for a flurry or two tomorrow evening. Then we go into Thursday. If you're looking for one really good day, and let's face it, a good weather day right now, kind of hard to come by in the middle of January, but you get one for the day on Thursday, 45 to 50 degrees, some sun. Then on Friday, it goes the other way really quickly. Clouds increase, we get rain into town, and by the time we roll into Friday evening, temperatures are dropping quickly already into western Kentucky with the rain changing over to a period of some snow, and that's going to continue with us as we go into next week. It's another round of Arctic cold that is heading our way through the first half of the week. 27 tomorrow. Here's the nice day on Thursday, 45 to 50. Your Friday temperatures are pretty good. It's just going to rain at 48 degrees, and then by the evening, temperatures really drop. And as we go into Saturday and Sunday, we will continue to hang on to very cold conditions, and that will carry us into early next week, guys, as Arctic high pressure is back in town.
It seems so incredibly unfair to see, what was it, 48, I'm looking for your map, and 17 within any proximity of what.
And those are just the highs. You throw the low in there and you got an almost a 50-degree swing, you know?
Oh, it's not right.
No, it isn't, but we just got to bear it and deal with it, right?
Chris, thank you.
All right.
Well, three of us will be here on this special day coming up for Super Bowl 50. The grass is greener at the site of that game coming up. We don't know which teams will be battling for the Lombardi Trophy next month, but the turf at Levi Stadium in Northern California is just about ready. The grounds crew has put in long days installing fresh sod. The NFL says field crews are working up to 15 hours a day on that field. You can see Super Bowl 50 on February 7th right here on WKYT and CBS. And with the Powerball jackpot at $1.5 billion, I mean, it's just unbelievable. Even people outside the United States want a chance to win all of that.
Yeah, thousands of Canadians are crossing the border to try their luck. DeMarco Morgan talked to some of them.
While millions of Americans think they are lucky enough to beat the unimaginable odds, so too do Canadians.
I'm going to take my chances just like everyone else.
Sherry Ann says she drove nearly 2 hours from her Ontario home for a chance to become the world's next billionaire.
We come here and drop a lot of money on a regular basis. We shop in the U.S. a lot. So we give to you, it's time you give back.
Our neighbors to the north have been traveling across the border from cities like Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal.
The Canadian, they coming like crazy here for the lotto. Thank you.
Which they are legally allowed to do.
You do not have to be a U.S. citizen to buy a Powerball ticket. As long as you're buying your tickets at an authorized retail location, then that's fine with us.
But winners outside the U.S. can expect more taxes. The federal government can withhold 30% of gambling winnings paid to a foreigner. That's 5% more than for a U.S. resident. But no matter which side of the border you're on, there's no escaping the 1 in nearly 300 million chance of winning.
Even though the odds are totally against winning, somebody has to win, so you can dream.
The $1.4 billion jackpot converts to $1.9 billion in Canadian dollars, and that's a long way from Canada's comparable Lotto Max game, which now stands at an estimated $50 million. DeMarco Morgan, CBS News, Niagara Falls, New York.
And speaking of that drawing, you can see the live drawing at 10:59 tomorrow night right here on WKYT. Good luck.
WKYT with Zeus. La, da, da, da. Oh, man.
Hi, I'm Kat.
I'm Spencer.
New CBS Wednesday.
I want to play a game with you. Do you like games?
I do.
A blind date.
Watch this.
Becomes a deadly game.
We planted a bomb in the building.
There's 6 charges. She could take out the whole block.
There are innocent people here.
She just armed the bomb. I'm just another girl with daddy issues.
Hi, I'm Brent. This is Geronimo. We're here to tell you about Fireplace Concepts, Lexington's only licensed fireplace shop. With over 60 years of combined experience, we know what it takes to heat a home. Come by and see us at our newly renovated showroom on Regency Road, and as always, home is where the heart is.
I'm Alex Trebek. If you're age 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want affordable life insurance that's simple to get. Coverage options for just $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free gift with great information. Both are free, with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call 1-800-440-4200 for your free information and a free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-440-4200. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-440-4200. 1-800-440-4200. Call now.
Did your family set a goal to become healthier in the new year? One family did and lost 300 pounds at Ageless. Bruce lost 92 pounds, Adam lost 64 pounds, and Catherine lost 151 pounds. For a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution, call Ageless today for a free consultation.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on 104.5 The Cat.
They have been entertaining crowds for decades.
They are a lot of fun. This weekend, they'll be at Rupp Arena to put on their famous show. And let's catch up now with Deanne Stevens out and about today with the Harlem Globetrotters. Deanne?
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at Rupp Arena hanging out with Zeus from the Harlem Globetrotters, and we're trying a few tricks today, aren't we?
Yes, just a couple. By the way, Deanne, happy belated birthday.
Oh, you're so sweet, Zeus. Thank you. This would be a great birthday present to spend with these guys. The Harlem Globetrotters taking on the World All-Stars this weekend here on the Rupp Arena floor. Talk about, you guys play all over, but here at Rupp Arena, talk about the tradition of the Harlem Globetrotters and the tradition of Kentucky Wildcat basketball.
Absolutely. Kentucky basketball, as you know, is a great program. I just like the athleticism that I see from the guys and also the respect that they have for the game. And the Globetrotters are all about respect and tradition when it comes to basketball. A lot of people don't know this, but we invented the slam dunk, the alley-oop, the three-man weave, and the three-point shot. All of these things are popularized now in common basketball. And, you know, Globetrotters and Wildcats are kind of a natural mix together if you think about it.
Absolutely they are. And you both know how to have a little bit of fun on the Rupp Arena floor. You know, you've tried to teach me and walk me through this. We're going to do a little alley-oop real quick.
Yes, a little alley-oop. All right, now here's what I want to see you do.
Okay.
All you have to do is throw
He's
the
laughing
ball.
because we've kind of practiced this already. It's not been well. We'll try it. You ready?
See the sweat? Just throw the ball anywhere near the rim. I'm going to catch it and I'm going to dunk it for you. All
Okay,
right?
throw it anywhere. I'm going to switch hands. You ready?
Yeah.
Anywhere near the rim.
Okay.
Or close to the other side. Let's try that one more time. Clearly, this is why I don't play basketball. Here we go, Zeus. Let me see what you got. Oh!
That was a good shot. That was a very good shot. But now we're going to go for an alley-oop.
Okay, one more time. Here we go.
I got it.
So come check out Zeus and the team, the Harlem Globetrotters taking on the World All-Stars. I promise I will not be here to assist for obvious reasons. If I'm here, I'm in the audience. But Micah Harris, our morning weather guy, is going to be here. Our meteorologist, Micah, is playing against you?
Yeah. And do I look scared?
Well, you said he doesn't have much game. But now listen, he can give a good forecast.
Yes, he can. He's very accurate. 12% of the time.
It's kind of like me when it comes to the basketball playing, right? Come on out. Tickets available now. Check out the Rupp Arena box office. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about with Zeus. I might not be able to alley-oop, but I can spin a ball, right?
All day long.
Kinda. Back to you guys.
Oh, some serious trash talking going on there. All right, this takes singing in your car to a whole new level. Oh, I love these. You just heard the Late Late Show host James Corden singing with Adele. That was part of a sneak peek for tonight's show. Adele joined Corden for carpool karaoke. They didn't just sing, they also talked fashion.
Loving this bob.
Oh, thanks. On tomorrow's going to wear a wig. I'm going to use my hairline. I can't work out if I should wear a wig or have a weave.
I mean, what I like is that you're coming to me for this advice.
All right, you can watch the full interview with Adele on the Late Late Show with James Corden tonight, right here on WKYT. Well, this is one brave thief, the unusual thing he stole and why he's lucky it didn't bite him. Take a look at this.
Excellence.
Nurturing.
Rudy.
Diversity.
Experience personal, academic, and spiritual growth at Campbellsville University.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield wants to know, what's your health insurance IQ?
What you don't know about health insurance may surprise you. Hey, true or false? Anyone can sign up for health coverage any time of year.
True?
Sorry, most people can only sign up for health insurance once a year during the open enrollment period. True or false? A lot of people qualify for financial help to lower the cost of their health insurance.
False?
Actually, millions of people have qualified for financial help on their health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. A family of 4 making about $95,000 a year or less may qualify. True or false?
You are required by law to have health coverage.
True.
Yep. Most people were required to have health coverage starting in 2014. And there's a tax penalty for not being insured. Oh, you seem like you've done your research.
True.
Then you know whether you want to switch your health coverage, or signing up for the first time, or self-employed, retiring early, don't have coverage at work. There's an answer for you.
Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield can help protect your family's health with one easy call to learn more about health coverage and find out if you're eligible for financial help.
Did you know all their plans cover doctor visits, prescription drugs, hospital stays, and more?
Yes, with $0 preventive care to help keep me healthy.
So you found health coverage from a name that's been trusted for years.
True.
Very good. True or false? There are no affordable health plan options out there. Truth is, there's a choice of plans to help fit different needs and budgets.
The deadline to enroll is earlier this year, so don't wait. Call now for free expert guidance and a free quote. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Call us at 1-800-838-9524 for a free quote. That's 1-800-838-9524. Or visit anthemhelps.com.
Kind of crazy weather today.
Yeah.
Because it was almost like a tiny little blizzard at first early this morning, and then this afternoon, look out. Sun was
Beautiful
out.
blue skies at one time. Chris Bailey, we just have to shake our head.
Yeah, we're getting the blue skies now, but it's coming with a price. Those temperatures are plummeting from north to south right now. Here in Lexington, we've dropped it into the upper 20s, 28 degrees, and along the Mountain Parkway, cause for concern after we had the snows earlier. A lot of that melting away. Now, any bit of water that is out there is going to ice up very quickly as we go through the evening, so keep that in mind. Northern Kentucky beginning to drop into the upper teens to around 20 degrees as of now. We throw the winds into the mix, and at times it's going to feel like we're down into the single digits over the next few hours, then maybe some sub-zero wind chills coming up later tonight. Looking for a little good news? Look at our Defender Radar Network. It is calm, it is quiet. Flurries exiting southeastern Kentucky. Those squalls that we had early in the day are now into parts of Virginia and West Virginia. It's game on for more in the way of Arctic air. We'll talk about that a little later on. Right now, let's get an update on the roads. Here's Officer Don.
Mostly in the green this afternoon, but there are some exceptions, and we expect slow traffic through the construction zone, by the way, on Todd's Road at Hayes, just to pass that on to you. As far as collisions go, there's a collision at Manowar in Boston. That's a non-injury. The police are about to clear. One lane out of Manowar is blocked because of that. And then downtown, this one's important because it's near Rupp Arena on Vine Street. Of course, with the game tonight, could have an impact for us. For now, it looks like High is moving about like we would expect it to. So is South Broadway toward Rupp. Drive times, mostly normal, at least leaving Lexington toward Nicholasville. Same deal toward Madison County and on to Georgetown, trouble-free. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Don. A bold thief is caught on video, plus a portrait made in an unusual way.
It is the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this. One Oregon thief clearly isn't scared of the creepy or crawly. He stole a snake from a pet store by, yes, stuffing it in his pants. The entire theft was caught on video. The pet store manager is a little surprised that the thief got away with it.
He's lucky it wasn't feeding day. Feeding days are on Mondays. And they're very hungry.
Yes, that could have gone very, very bad. Police are still looking, by the way, for the $200 python and that thief.
I'm holding back because there's so many ways we could go with this.
Let's just move on.
All right. A Connecticut artist has created this portrait of actor Morgan Freeman in Salt. Brian Owens reportedly looked at a picture of Freeman while using a playing card to draw the outline of the portrait. He told reporters it took 14 hours to complete it. In this Instagram video, you can see it took a few seconds to destroy it.
How incredible.
By one of my favorite actors, Morgan Freeman. A great one.
Truly art, though, there. All right, stick with us. Here's what we're working on for you now at 5 o'clock.